I may fall in love too fast, give everything to make this last. That's just who I am, that's just who I am. I'll probably even put you first, and forgive you even when it hurts. That's just who I am, that's just who I am.
Winning with Love family, Agape Maniacs. This is Robert Brown, and we're here again on the Winning with Love broadcast on YouTube. And I hope you got everybody on this particular episode, because this one everybody needs to listen to, including me. I'm preaching to myself. Well, I'm not preaching, I'm just discussing some things. But one of the things I want to deal with before we get into this is, we're going to be talking about for a while this F Me series. This F Me series is going to be so great. It's going to change some lives. And, like I said, I didn't get in this to build an audience. I got in this to build people. So if I change one life with this F Me series, I'm glad. And I already been told that this series have been changing people's lives, one person at a time, and that's all it takes. And it really changing their mindset concerning forgiveness and unforgiveness. I mean, when I say F me, I really mean you to F me. I need you to forgive me when I have a default. I'm going to have a default, you're going to have a default, so I'm already primed and ready to forgive you and continue to build a relationship with you. Now, do me a favor. Don't intentionally default and do bad things to me. Please don't do that, because you mess you up, because I got a God that loves me, and he's not going to have anybody just do anything to me. So please, don't do that. He's very protective over me. But if you're in the default or you mess up, I'm already wired, geared to forgive you. And I want to get you guys in a position to be the same way, where you're already wired to forgive people. You just got to know how to exercise your forgiving attributes. And so before we get into this message, I want you to listen to this incredible song by The Truth called Forgiveness. Be right back soon.
It's all about yeah. It's all about forgiveness and see the rain, it's in the sky. I see the pain, it's in the eyes. Just a man, prone to minimize. At midnight, I can hear the bitter cries. Love and hate, it's a thinner line. I see you swallowing your pride to pretend it's fine. I wish I would've seen this ahead of time, then I could avoid all the pain that you feel inside. Can't sleep, all the memories, crying out the kind like, will they ever leave? Don't remember me, what's the remedy? I don't wanna feel like I'm sleeping with the enemy. Man, this whole thing is bittersweet. I should forgive since Christ is forgiving me. Yeah. At least I know this in my head, but it's so much easier said. Yeah, they say forgiveness is a choice. Disappointment and anger give bitterness a voice. But swallow my pride and follow my God till I finish this course. Forgiveness is a choice. Disappointment and anger give bitterness a voice. But I gotta swallow my pride and follow my God till I finish this course. It takes time. The minutes pass, erase the lines, you finish last. Cause you keep submitting to what's in the past, going through the same cycle like a spinning glass. And I know that it's a process, still trying to get past what your pops did. Yeah, now you feeling like a monster, explaining to the counselors everything your mom said. They cut you, Ginsu. God knows everything you've been through, how you been bruised, he's in tune. But forgiveness is the healing for them wounds. So you gotta let it go, it'll kill you if you let it grow. Unforgiveness is a poison, the choice is yours. I'm just a voice here to let them know that they say forgiveness is a choice. Disappointment and anger give bitterness a voice. But I gotta swallow my pride and follow my God till I'm finished on this course. They say forgiveness is a choice. Disappointment and anger give bitterness a voice. But I gotta swallow my pride and follow my God till I'm finished on this course.
The very last time he hit me, I vowed to never
never ever let anybody do that to me again.
He preached one thing but lived another. Had the nerve to call me a hypocrite.
He said I was his favorite, and this is how he shows he loves me.
After being married for 10 years, the test results come back positive.
She told me I was her only love, and then I saw her with him.
I thought she was my friend. How could she do this to me? Forgive them? Never.
You say I can't forgive and can't forget. They apologize, you can't accept, demand respect. Imagine that, when every time you sin, God canceled that. Yeah. And every time He's forgiving you, every time that you ate a piece of forbidden fruit, you know you've been abused. I ain't in your shoes, but I know if you let Him dig up the bitter roots and show Him love, you overcome. Loving enemies is part of growing up. Wanna hold a grudge, I know it's tough, but if Joseph the dreamer forgave his older bros, and Christ forgives and died for sins and likes to give life, though we ain't got the right to live, then we should know how to waive our rights to win. Whether a great or a light offense, gotta show Him love. Forgiveness is a choice, it's a choice. Swallow my pride and follow my God till I finish this course. Forgiveness is a choice, it's a choice. Swallow my pride and follow my God till I finish this course. Swallow my pride and follow my God till I finish this course. Swallow my pride and follow my God till I finish this course.
It was a tragedy what happened to you. You know, I spent some time with the guys. I'm in Central Park right now, and I spent some time yesterday listening to the guys who were involved with what they call the Central Park 5. And you go look up the story. It's a great documentary. I had a chance to spend some time with the guys. These guys were accused of a crime that they did not commit. You know, they just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Some woman was jogging and got raped, and they became the fall guy. For a whole lot of reasons, political reasons, city motives, and they were trying to stick it to these guys. And these guys served time. They were finally exonerated when somebody confessed it, but what if they never confessed it? They had to live with this stuff. And the kids that yesterday that I work with sometimes, they talked to them about it. And they said, I can't let angerness and resentment and bitterness mess me up. Some of them say they can't even go back into this park because that's how bad this park had really jarred their mind. They had to do time in prison as kids to the point that the park make them sick. They don't want to touch the park. I'm telling you, this is a beautiful park. I myself, I love her genuinely. But the bitterness and angerness that she showed toward me for somebody who really ain't did anything to her, and the rejection I felt, I took it to the heart because I was so mad that she's rejecting me to the point where I couldn't even stand to see her face, and she's a very beautiful woman. I mean, very beautiful. I said it 5 times, very beautiful. But she has a default, and as a result of her default, it caused me to default because she was reflecting that default on me. This is what I'm here to tell you. When a person have a default, don't let that default cause you to default. In other words, if that person reject you, you don't reject them back. If that person do you wrong, you don't do them back. Now let me get back into this. God had to tell Adam to leave the garden for his own sake. Can you imagine what kind of person Adam would have been if he was so infused with that sin, that disobedience, and losing the glory of God and hooking up with Satan and still partaking from the garden? Can you imagine where we would be? God had to ban him from certain things. So in other words, there's certain levels that you can not go back to for a season. Didn't go back and hear that for a season. In other words, God had to tell him, hey, you can't go in the garden right now because we got to fix this. Some of you literally do that. Your husband did you wrong, you won't let him go into your garden until they get it right. That's not what God meant. Well, he ain't coming back in my garden. He ain't coming back in my life. My life is my garden. He ain't coming. Look, don't use that as an excuse. The point is, God never left Adam. And God was working with Adam to fix it, to overcome it. I want you to turn to Genesis chapter 3. And we're going to go over some things real quick. Please F me. But I want you to F me right. And I want you to F me good. I don't want you to F me the way you want to F me. I don't like the way you F me. You suck at effing. There's a certain way. You can't F. You can't. A dog can F somebody better than you. Talking about forgiveness. Some of you suck at forgiving. I know I did. Can't even forgive. A dog can forgive better than you do. Let me read this. It said, now the serpent was more crafty than any other wild animal that the Lord God made. And this is what he said. He said to the woman, did God say you should not eat from the tree of the garden? Now, you got to understand something about the serpent. He's crafty. He's very crafty. After Adam sinned, and we'll go into this, but not right now. After Adam had his default, immediately God said, where are you? Where are you? Now, don't you think the God who is all-seeing, all-knowing, knew exactly where Adam was? Yes, he did. So why did he ask that? Because he wanted Adam to figure out what position he was in. So where are you? In other words, Adam disconnected from God. He needed to know that he disconnected from God. Where are you? That's a position. When somebody in the military say, where are you located? Give me the geograph and blah, blah, blah. I don't know all those terms. They want to know where are you so they can come get you. God said, where are you? Why did God say? Because he wanted to go get Adam. Adam lost himself. He disconnected from God. God didn't disconnect from him. And as a result of it, Adam said this. He said, I'm hiding, Lord.